This is Jarrod Horak, and in this video, I will share the latest Kentucky Derby news for Friday, April 25th. And if you're interested in my annual Triple Crown Series full cards, you will find them at the runawayhorse.com on my shop page. I've been offering my Triple Crown Series products since the late 1990s, so I've done a lot of these Triple Crown Series full cards over the years, and I've had a lot of success with those full cards. And my early Kentucky Derby analysis is complete now, and I will send that to you if you pre-purchase any of my Derby products. So go to the runawayhorse.com on my shop page if you're interested in my Triple Crown season products. I'm doing a Kentucky Oaks Day full card, a Kentucky Derby Day full card, Preakness Week, Black-Eyed Susan Day full card day before the Preakness, along with a Preakness Day full card on Saturday, May 17th. And then for Belmont Stakes Week, multiple full cards at Saratoga, including Belmont Stakes Day full card, and that will be on Saturday, June 7th. And I will include a link to my shop page in the video description below. And now it's on to the Kentucky Derby news. And the Connections of Built decided not to run in the Kentucky Derby. They were in the field. They thought about it. They decided, no, they're not going to run in the Derby. They're going to run in the Pat Day Mile instead. So that opens up a spot for Neoequos for trainer Sappy Joseph Jr. The Neoequos is in the Derby now, and Flavien Prat will ride him. Except if Baeza gets in, Prat will ride that one instead. Now, Render Judgment is the next horse on the also eligible list now, but his trainer Kenny McPeak told Daily Racing Form that he will not enter the Kentucky Derby. So now that leaves Baeza is the next also eligible. He needs one defection to make the Derby field, and Flavien Prat has first call on Baeza. So if Baeza gets in, Prat's going to ride that one. If Baeza does not get in, he will ride Neoequos. And California Burrito is the second also eligible if they decide to enter the Kentucky Derby. He's also under consideration for the Pat Day Mile. So we'll have to see if he enters the field. The post position draw for the Derby is tomorrow. And the top 22 Kentucky Derby points race leaders through April 25th. We have Admire Daytona, your UAE Derby winner. And then we have Luxor Cafe from Japan. And then we have the horses that qualified on the North American Road to the Derby. Burnham Square with 130 points, Sandman, Journalism, Rodriguez, Tiztastic, your Louisiana Derby winner, Tappan Street, and Sovereignty, your 1-2 finishers in the Florida Derby. And then you have Final Gambit, Jeff Ruby Stakes winner, Coal Battle, multiple points race winner, Citizen Bull, your 2-year-old champion, and Chunk of Gold. He's one that finished second in the Louisiana Derby. And then we have Owen Almighty, East Avenue Publisher, American Promise for trainer D. Wayne Lucas, and Flying Mohawk, Grande, and Neoequos. So those are the 20 horses that are in, and the two also eligibles right now, Baeza and California Burrito. And now we'll talk about some of the recent workouts. On April 24th, Owen Almighty had a workout. He went 5 furlongs in 101.60, third best of 9 at Churchill Downs. And this was a good work for him because he was able to sit off of his workmate, catch that one, and then draw clear late in the work. And he galloped out 6 furlongs in 113.75 and 7 furlongs in 127.27. So he did show nice late energy in that workout, and that was by design because his trainer, Brian Lynch, said that he wants him to sit off of the pace in the Kentucky Derby. He's one that went wire to wire in the Tampa Bay Derby, but that race had a slow pace, and then he disappointed in the Bluegrass Stakes. So for Owen Almighty, it looks like they're going to try to come from a bit off the pace in the Kentucky Derby. On April 25th, we saw Chunk of Gold work 5 furlongs, and he had a bullet workout in 59.20 seconds, best of 13 at Turfway Park on the all-weather surface. And he is one of my live long shots for the Derby, and you can watch my Derby live long shots video. That's on my channel now. I posted that earlier this week. And he did look energetic in this Derby workout. Flying Mohawk, he worked in company with a Kentucky Oaks hopeful, and that was Drexel Hill. And they went 5 furlongs in a minute. That was third best of 11. Galloped out 6 furlongs in 112.71, 7 furlongs in 126.34. So these two, this was a good evenly matched drill. They were on even terms in this race, in this workout. And Flying Mohawk did look good in this workout. He's going to be a big price in the Kentucky Derby. Grande for trainer Todd Pletcher. He had his one and only pre-Derby workout, and that workout was at Keeneland on Friday. And he breezed 5 furlongs in 101, third best of 11. John Velasquez, his Kentucky Derby pilot, was aboard for the workout. and he worked in company with his stablemate Valentinian. And Grande completed his final quarter in 23.22 seconds, and he galloped out 7 furlongs in 1:27.19. So this was a solid move. Grande's not done much wrong. He won his first 2 career starts, and he won at a mile and an eighth second time out. And then they ran in the Wood Memorial, and he was a wide second that day behind Rodriguez. From the inside post, Rodriguez went wire to wire. Grande was stalking wide. He was clearly second best. He has a lot of upside. It's just a question of, is 3 starts enough to get him ready to run a big race in the Kentucky Derby? And I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'm going to have multiple videos tomorrow. I'm going to be doing an early Preakness preview video. They have a Preakness future wager that opened today, and it goes all the way till Derby Day. But that Preakness future wager does close before the Kentucky Derby runs. So there's multiple days to play that Preakness future wager if you're interested. So I'm going to be doing a video on that and talk about some of the Preakness hopefuls. I'm going to do another Kentucky Derby news video tomorrow, talking about some of the final workouts that we're going to see. And then after they have the post position draw tomorrow night, I am going to have a video talking about my thoughts on that post position draw. And that Derby draw will occur probably between the 5th and 6th races at Churchill. That's on April 26th, somewhere around 7:30 p.m. That's when they're going to have the Derby draw tomorrow. So after they do that, I'll be back and I will be doing a video for that Derby draw. And so some other horses that didn't work out recently, but they had positive appearances that they made at Churchill Downs galloping. American Promise, he's looked good for trainer D. Wayne Lucas. I'll look for him to be a pace factor. He's fresh. He hasn't run for the Derby, will be his first start in 7 weeks. So he seems fresh. He's on the bridle, and he's one that should be forwardly placed in the Kentucky Derby. Citizen Bull for trainer Bob Baffert. Big disappointing effort in the Santa Anita Derby. They're looking for that one to bounce back. But prior to that, he won 3 straight graded routes going wire to wire. They're taking blinkers off for the Kentucky Derby. Bob Baffert said that he was short in the Santa Anita Derby, and since then he's worked him hard, getting him fitter for the Kentucky Derby. We'll have to see if he can bounce back under Martin Garcia. Journalism's been having positive appearances as well, along with Publisher, the maiden for trainer Steve Asmussen, and Sovereignty as well. So as for Sovereignty, he was really strong in his Churchill Down workout on April 19th. He's going to have another work this weekend, possibly tomorrow, weather permitting. And that was significant that he had a big workout on April 19th because he's typically not a good workhorse. He's not a fast workhorse. He's typically lazy in the mornings, but this was a good effort for him on April 19th. And then after that, he was a little bit disappointing. He did get a bit hot. He was galloping on Wednesday and Thursday, but then on Friday, he was back to looking sharp again. So Sovereignty is one that's going to be a big player if the pace heats up. And Journalism as the favorite for the Derby. He's looking every bit the favorite since he shipped from California to Churchill Downs. He's just been thriving in the mornings. He's looked very energetic in his gallops, and he's going to have his final Derby workout of this weekend, possibly tomorrow, depending on the weather. So that will wrap up my look at the latest Kentucky Derby news. And don't forget to like, comment, and share these videos if you like them. Subscribe to my channel as well. It's free to subscribe. And again, I'm going to have multiple videos on my channel tomorrow, so check out those. And until I see you next time, good luck at the races.